In a certain village, they believed only firstborns could succeed. It was tradition, it was law, it was how things had always been. The first king of that village was a firstborn. And before he died, he declared that the land would favor only the first, so every family had just one child, and that child had to be a firstborn. If you gave birth again, the second child was seen as a curse, a burden. No future. No purpose, just someone who would always depend on the first. Now there was a woman, her name was Obiajili. She was a firstborn, married to a firstborn, and she gave birth to her own first son. Everything was normal, but when that boy turned 6, she realized she was pregnant again. Fear gripped her, not just because of tradition, but because she knew what it meant. Her husband was angry. To end it, to do what every other woman in the village would do without thinking, but something deep inside her said no. She didn't understand it, but it was loud, louder than the gossip, louder than her husband's voice. So, she refused. When people found out she was pregnant, they stayed away. No one came close. They whispered behind her back. They said she was proud, that she thought she was wiser than tradition. She gave birth, and no one came to see the child. Not even family, but she raised him, quietly, alone, and the boy grew. He was different, hardworking, humble, focused, more serious than his elder brother, who, because he was the firstborn, never took anything seriously. After all, in that village, being the firstborn meant you didn't have to try, success would find you. But when the second son turned 17, he did something that had never been done before. He left the village and went to another community. No one from his village had ever done that, because they believed their own land was the only land that could bless them. But this boy left. He went to another land, started working for a farmer, farming maize, cassava, yam, and the farmer saw how different he was. He wasn't just working, he was building. So the farmer offered him something no one expected, a portion of land, not to borrow, to own. And from there, things changed. The boy grew from 1 plot to 3. He started keeping animals, goats, cows. He made money. He met elders, sat with them, learned. He became wise. He married a woman from that land. He had children. He became a name, and one day he decided to go home. When he returned to the village, even his mother did not recognize him. He came with his wife, his 2 children, his workers, and his animals. He had become more than just successful. He had become something else. He didn't return to live in his father's house. That alone shook the village, because in that place, firstborns inherited the house. But he wasn't the firstborn, so the house wasn't his. And yet, he didn't care. He bought land, he built his own compound, and he settled. The same people who once ignored his mother now greeted her with respect. The same people who said he had no future now watched their own children stare at him with admiration, and from that day on, quietly, some women in the village began to think twice. Some refused to drink the herbs, because that boy, the second son, he changed something in the air, not by fighting, not by preaching, just by proving. The second son didn't just build a house. He built a legacy in the hearts of those who once doubted him.
Like, leave a comment and subscribe.